I'm the dude. So that's what you call me.
Are you a virgin?
Yeah, not since I was 10.
Are you there, God? It's me, Margaret.
Come on to the coast. We get together, have a few laughs.
Gentlemen, you can't fight in here. This is the war room.
Can I return it if it doesn't fit?
It always fits. Eventually.
Welcome back to Movie Mingle. I'm Caveman.
And I'm Maggie.
And today we are on episode 13.
Lucky 13.
And we're doing Jackie Brown.
Jackie Brown.
Along the lines of our...
We've done quite a few Tarantino films.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, we have done
this is
6 now?
Jackie Brown makes our 6th Tarantino film. We have, so far, done Pulp Fiction, Kill Bill, Inglourious Bastards, that is, Django Unchained, and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. And so that just leaves Reservoir Dogs, Death Proof, and The Hateful Eight.
I mean, we gotta watch them.
Eventually, they're all going to be watched. Yeah. Yes.
Whether or not we do it for the show.
Between Tarantino and Nolan,
we're pretty much going through.
We've done a lot of theirs, and it's only going to be a matter of time before we hit up their whole filmography. So that gives you a general idea who Quentin Tarantino is if you didn't know.
He's done some movies. He's been in some things. He's
written a lot of great things that we've talked about.
Yes. He is a lot. He is somewhat problematic. He is what he is. I think Caveman and I both enjoy Tarantino. I enjoy him to an extent. There are times when I'm just like, shut the fuck up, Tarantino. Nobody needed to know what your opinion was on Matthew Lillard. Nobody needed to know that.
Nobody needed to know.
That was such a dick move, Tarantino. And Tarantino seems to be like a huge asshole. Let's be real honest.
Sure.
He seems pretty mean. And so
but I would totally go have a beer with him.
Yeah. And I do fucking love his movies, so...
He'd probably...
he's a problematic favorite. I don't know what else to do.
He wouldn't want to have a beer with me because I wouldn't be the one... I wouldn't have a conversation to have. It would all be like, I love your movies. I love...
I know. He would just be talking at you.
Yeah. And because the things he's talking about, I have no idea what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Because his filmography...
We're not cool enough to hang with Tarantino.
The things going on in his brain.
But he's also not...
me.
We're not cool enough to hang with Tarantino, but I also feel like he would point that out to our faces in an unkind way. Like Oscar Isaac just did his Criterion Closet, and as I was watching it, I was like, well, shit. I need to up my game if I want to hang out with Oscar Isaac. And if you've listened to any of our podcasts, you know how badly I want to hang with Oscar Isaac. So I need to up my game.
Wait, you have something for Oscar
have
Isaac?
I not? I've never told you that I find him to be unbelievably handsome.
I think he's fine.
Yeah, jaw could cut glass. Somehow Palpatine returned.
The one time I don't have that clip ready. But I can put it in post.
Put it in post.
Somehow Palpatine returned.
Jackie Brown was originally written by Elmore Leonard, who is a famous author.
A famous, prolific author. Not detective, just criminals. A lot of his books are
a lot of criminals. A lot of crime.
I mean, most of the people in this movie are criminals.
Yeah.
He does a lot of things with cops. He is the guy behind Justified.
Yeah, he wrote the short story Fire in the Hole.
Yeah, and that gave us my beloved, Timothy Olyphant, and so many other great things. So, I mean, chances are, I didn't know that he was behind, Get Shorty.
Yeah.
There were a couple other ones. And then I also didn't know how long that motherfucker wrote so many books.
Get Shorty, Out of Sight with George Clooney.
Yeah.
Which is a Steven Soderbergh movie. 3:10 to Yuma with Russell Crowe and Christian Bale.
Guy wrote Westerns like candy. Like Stephen King. He wrote... So, I mean, once you get further into his filmography, especially at the beginning, it's Western after Western after Western after Western, but they're all killer fucking Westerns. And you're just like, Jesus Christ.
Well, Jackie Brown itself was based off of a novel he wrote called Rum Punch. That was in 1992 is when that book came out. So, and then this movie came out in 97. Are you familiar with his book called The Switch?
No. I'm not familiar with, like, I am aware that he wrote a bunch of stuff, and I do know no, I'm not aware of The Switch.
The Switch was turned into a movie called Life of Crime.
Okay.
And Life of Crime features characters from Jackie Brown.
Yeah, actually, when I was doing research on IMDb...
Like Isla Fisher
yeah.
played Melanie. Robert De Niro character was played by John Hawkes.
Oh, I could see that a little bit more than... De Niro... We'll get to why De Niro is a tricky one for this film.
And then Ordell Robbie, our gun runner, played by Sam Jackson, in Life of Crime was played by Yassine Bey, who goes by the hip-hop name Mos Def. Oh. But these days goes by his name, Yassine Bey.
Yeah, I know that Michael Keaton appeared as the same character in another film. He was the ATF agent in another, like, we did the character in another movie. Like, there is some weird crossover. I know that Leonard liked to have, like, cross his characters into the same, like, he had a big universe and his characters kind of wove in and out of stories. So, you know, in the movies that have been made based on his stuff, yeah, we've had characters woven in and out. This is just Tarantino's version of a Leonard story, which is, you know, pretty cool.
I know at least one of the, I think, Ray, who was played by Michael Keaton. Yeah. His character is in Life of Crime was played by Kevin Corrigan, who was he was the teacher in Community who...
The drama teacher?
The drama teacher.
Yeah, that always does really weird fucking shit with Jeff and Annie and the dean.
Who started off as being like, this class doesn't exist.
Yes. Yeah.
That guy.
Yeah.
So, possibly a movie that I'm going to end up watching just so I can see these characters. Because I think Life of Crime takes place before
well, I would think
the
so,
events
of what happens
in
this movie.
I don't know. I don't know how close Jackie Brown is to Rum Punch.
He changed some, but not a lot. He changed most foremost. He changed Jackie Burke to Jackie Brown.
It's a
from a white woman
big
to
jump.
Pam motherfucking Grier, you know.
Sure.
But yeah, no, I think Leonard even said that this was his favorite adaptation of any of his stories. Like this, and he said that I think it was him that said that it was the greatest screenplay he'd ever read. You know, Tarantino did well with this one in so many ways.
So many ways.
Yeah.
The music was obviously not a composer. This was all selected by Quentin Tarantino. He used existing funk and soul and R&B music.
A lot from blaxploitation films.
Yeah. Bobby Womack and Roy Ayers contributed bits of music. And, of course, the Delphonics were used heavily.
They're fucking good.
Yeah.
They're fucking good. I really should put them on and get into them a little bit because I was enjoying the hell out of listening.
It was overplayed because...
tape.
Buying the tape.
And they only ever played
tape.
the same song.
Yeah, and then when Samuel Jackson gets in the car with them, it's like, Delphonics, huh?
I was noticing that while watching the film. So I have seen Jackie Brown before, but not in 20 plus years. Like I saw it a long time ago with my friend Brian. And he was like, oh, you'll love it. And I was like, Tarantino, I don't know, blah, blah, blah. And I watched it, and I just remember like leaving that experience thinking, that's the best Tarantino film I've ever seen. Like, that's incredible. And, you know, he's done plenty of good and bad and weird things since. And at the moment, I would say that Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is still my favorite Tarantino film. I love that film so much.
I know you do.
But this is his best film. Like, of the ones I've seen, this is his, I think it's his best. I was wondering if I was going to feel the same way, and I do. In fact, I like it even more the second time. And we'll get into that in a little bit. But all of this to say, I went off on a tangent there. I was really appreciating how the music, like the score, was just what you would hear in the background, right? Like you'd hear people talking. In the mall, you hear mall music and people talking, you know. I like that you walk into a room and a song's already playing, or you turn on the car and a song is finishing up. Like, I really enjoyed that. It felt very real. And I thought it was a very creative idea to do that.
Sure. Yeah. The best thing about his movies, Well, okay, that's hard to say
Yeah.
because I love him as a director. I think he knows how to shoot a scene
Yes.
perfectly.
Yeah.
His writing is always top notch. His dialogue of his characters is always so interesting. Like somebody called, there was a summary, and we'll get to what critics thought of everything like we usually do, but there was a Rotten Tomatoes critics summary that it puts down.
Yeah.
It's for lazy people who don't want to read through
Yeah, it's the Cliff
everything.
Notes,
Like here's the summary. And
Here's
it was
the AI summary that
Yeah.
nobody needs. That's cost us one full tree on this planet.
It was painting it in a positive light, but at first it says, although somewhat lackadaisical in pace, Jackie Brown proves to be an effective star vehicle for Pam Grier, while offering the usual Tarantino wit and charm. That was Rotten Tomatoes summary.
Well,
And
I mean,
I
the
don't
pace
find-
is problematic a little bit.
I don't think I find the pace so very interesting because each scene is more time to spend with interesting characters, with really interesting dialogue.
Yeah.
that I love every time I watch this because I don't know how many times I've seen this movie. I'm always interested in, and this usually has to do with a lot of Tarantino movies, but I love listening to dialogue,
Yeah.
and his stuff is always so interesting to listen to.
As a person who writes incredible dialogue, and I would like to think that, you know, in the writings that none of you have read, except for you, Jesse, I think that I'm pretty good at dialogue. I think that is a space where I shine as a writer. And it's not an easy thing to do.
Well,
like,
he
some
makes it-
people are not good at conversation.
He's so good at just this sounds and feels like just a normal conversation, and it reminds me, his dialogue a lot of times reminds me of My Dinner with Andre, where it's just feels so naturally real,
Yeah.
and this is just two people talking,
Yeah.
and it doesn't feel like it was written.
No, dialogue really needs to be written in the manner of which the scene is set, if that makes sense. But it has to, you know, our conversations are not scripted. And so they are all over the place. And that's one of my favorite things about conversation is that they lead everywhere, right?
But to purposely make a conversation sound like it's random.
Yeah.
Like,
It's hard.
what's his name?
And I'm good at it.
Who did Blue Moon?
Oh, Lynch?
No, not Lynch. No, that's Blue
Velvet.
Blue Moon was done last year. Got a nomination for Golden Globe.
Ethan Hawke film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dialogue was
just
just
incredible.
felt
Yeah.
and seemed. That's the kind of dialogue, and that was a single location movie.
Mm-hmm.
They never left the restaurant. Everything, a bar, restaurant, lounge. It's
Yeah.
one big place. And it just felt, it was just so nice just to, like, this is okay.
So-
I'm just sitting back and I'm just going to listen to people
Yeah,
talk.
you're put in
It's
the
a
middle
conversation
of-
movie.
Yeah.
Like, and Tarantino has his conversation movies
Yeah.
and he has his action movies.
Yeah. And I've always said
sometimes,
I prefer his action movies to his talkie movies, but this is still
like, Reservoir Dogs
best.
is a very talking movie.
Yeah.
Pulp Fiction is a mixture of,
Yeah.
like, great conversations and action.
Can I read you a quote that Tarantino has about this particular film that I found interesting?
yeah.
So yesterday after watching it again, so I've seen it twice, but like with 20 years in between. So I didn't remember a lot. So I don't know how I felt about it when I saw it forever ago. But after finishing the movie, I was like, wow, that movie could have been shorter. They could have cut a lot of Robert De Niro kind of wandering around and a lot of like really long shots that were unnecessary, right? I saw this quote, and as soon as I read the quote, I was like, oh, it makes more sense now. Tarantino compares the film to Rio Bravo from 1959, which is a Western. And he says, it's a hangout movie. Jackie Brown is better the second time, and I think it's even better the third and fourth time. Maybe even the first time we see it, we go, why are we doing all this hanging out? Why can't we get to more of the plot? But now the second time you see it and the third time you see it, you're not thinking about the plot anymore. You're waiting for the hangout scenes. To me, that's the thing that Rio Bravo did. I remember the first time I saw Rio Bravo, but I remember more about the 15th time I saw it. It's about hanging out with the characters. And that sort of clicked in my head, and I was like, oh, that's exactly what this movie is. This movie is hanging out and listening. You're dropped in the middle of this world. You are given very little time to catch up.
Yeah.
And you just are along for the ride. And
Yeah,
if
wheels
you-
have already been turning. The
Things are-
ATF has already has their
Things
investigation.
are fully happening.
Yeah.
We get dropped into the second act of a 3-act story. And that's where our act 1 starts. And I just think this movie is so top notch. And I'm really glad for the way that he did that. Like, I think it adds to the charm and to the sort of glory of this film, is that everything is earned. Yeah.
This is also one of my favorite shot Tarantino movies.
Mm-hmm.
It's up there. Like, I really love the way Kill Bill's shot, and I really love the way
Kill Bill's
Hateful Eight
beautiful, yeah.
is shot. So this one would probably tie with Kill Bill for me.
Yeah.
And it was shot by Guillermo Navarro, who has a really nice little filmography. I mean, he worked with Guillermo del Toro a lot. He,
Guillermo's.
Worked Kronos, which was Guillermo's first big movie, Hellboy 1 and 2, Pan's Labyrinth, Pacific Rim.
Damn.
He also worked with Robert Rodriguez in Desperado and 4-Room segment of Misbehaviors, which might have been how he met Tarantino.
Yeah.
Since Tarantino was also a director in that. And then, I mean, he did From Dusk Till Dawn and Spy Kids.
Yeah.
And then he also worked on movies like Spawn and Night at the Museum 1 and 2.
Wow, he has a beautiful look to him.
And he has an Oscar, which he got for Pan's Labyrinth.
What a cinematographer.
Yeah.
Well, good for him.
I love the shots in this film.
Oh, yeah.
Especially the long takes. The
long takes
were
of
just so
Pam
good.
Grier just on the
People mover.
And, or like when she's walking out of the mall, the whole scene where she's like running out of the mall looking frantic.
Yeah.
So
good. Yeah.
So good.
I
so
love
real.
the way this movie
Like,
shot.
yeah, the movie is beautiful. I've been holding on to this little nugget, so I'm just going to drop it. I can't believe that Tarantino's best work was essentially created by somebody else.
Well, to us, it's his best work, but
True. But it is funny
he's
that...
only been given 2 Oscars.
Well, I mean, this one I don't even think won an Oscar. And
No,
this
this one did not.
No. Yeah, I just think it's interesting that, to me, what I consider Tarantino's best work was essentially created by another person. Because this movie doesn't have a lot of the issues I have with other Tarantino films.
Yeah, he has won 2 Oscars, one or both for original screenplay, one for Django, and of course Pulp Fiction. Well, on to the critics. Rotten Tomatoes has it at an 88% from critics and an 85% from audiences. Sounds about right for Rotten Tomatoes, and like this kind of film, like I bet he's got some higher rated films on Rotten Tomatoes. I didn't look up his filmography and how it's been rated on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah.
But I bet there are some higher rated ones. And I'm actually proud of the audience for giving it an 85.
That is true. I feel like this movie is more or less the most underrated, because when I was asking people at work about it, I was like, have you seen Jackie Brown? And they're like, no. And I'm like, Tarantino film? They're like, oh, yeah. Like, I feel like this is the one it's sort of most easily skipped over, which is so unfortunate.
For sure.
It's so good.
One of the better ones.
Yeah.
Because then Letterboxd, well, everybody else gives it a lower score. Letterboxd 3.9 out of 5.
Jeez.
Metascore of a 62, which that's just criminal right there. And 7.5 out of 10 on IMDb. Brings it to an average of 78.
That is too goddamn low. That is criminally low.
That is criminally low for this movie.
Yeah.
Metascore is to blame most of all.
I also...
Piece of shit.
I think that people might have been put off by the cast a little bit, because our 2 main leads, are... Like Pam Grier and the gentleman, Robert Forster were not necessarily like big names.
Not for a general white audience. No.
But
maybe Robert Forster more. An older audience would know who Robert Forster, not Forster, Forster.
Forster,
yes.
So I wonder why it's one of the underrated ones, but people come around on it. That's the wonderful thing about this sort of stuff. It lasts forever, and somebody's always
Yeah.
going to discover this movie and be like,
I want to
"Holy
watch
shit."
all of Tarantino's films,
Yeah.
and eventually they'll get to Jackie Brown, and I hope that
I hope it blows them the fuck away.
It may not be as action-packed as Kill Bill or Inglourious Basterds.
No, but it is
or-
tense, and it is
Yeah.
anxious, and it is good.
It's really good.
Yeah.
It was made for $12 million.
Yeah, sure.
It made
Yeah.
$40 million domestically and less than $3,000 internationally. But I don't think it was. I don't think there was any kind of wide release for Jackie Brown back in 1997.
Internationally, if this film came out today, it would be a huge hit.
With Tarantino's name,
With Tarantino's name.
it would be bigger.
Yeah.
But in 97,
Yeah.
and I always forget too that Tarantino's next movie after Jackie Brown
Yeah.
was Kill Bill. And that's
And really, I mean, that set him off.
that really made him a global.
Yeah.
Because I don't think any of his movies before Jackie
Pulp
Brown.
Fiction was big.
It was big, but
you're
it
right.
was also
Kill
not.
Bill took him to another stratosphere.
Pulp Fiction didn't get him into like Steven Spielberg names or
Yeah.
Some of the really.
For all we knew,
Martin
Pulp
Scorsese.
Fiction was just a one-off. Well, I mean, a two-off because Reservoir Dogs was well acquired. But I'm not surprised. I think people have been expecting him, and they always look forward to being like, well, this just isn't Tarantino's one. Like, this isn't the best one. Blah, blah, blah. Like, they want to tear him down, but they kind of can't because everything that he does is so fucking solid.
It's always
annoyingly
so-
solid. I'm not surprised that in 97 this film didn't make a splash. But again, it's something that I hope becomes, I hope it gets its flowers in pop culture.
Oh man, and Jackie Brown came out right after Pulp Fiction,
Like how far after?
94 to 97.
Oh,
so
okay,
3
yeah,
years.
yeah.
And he did 4 rooms in between, but that was
And less people saw Four Rooms than saw
Collaborative
Jackie
effort.
Brown.
I mean, Pulp Fiction has an 8.8 on IMDb compared
Yeah.
to Jackie Brown's 7.
People fucking love and Pulp
and
Fiction's
Pulp
a fine
Fiction's
movie.
a fine movie.
But this is, if we're going to compare Pulp Fiction to this, I think that this is Tarantino's better effort across the board. And I know that some critics felt the same way. Some critics were literally like, wow, this is some of his best so far. But, it's okay. Watch Jackie Brown. God damn it. If you're listening to this, watch Jackie Brown. Like, just sit down. It is long. It's over 2 hours. But, like, there are twists and turns all the way up to the end, and it's so good. And I swear to God, my emotions for Max Cherry will live forever.
Death Proof is the only Tarantino movie
Mm-hmm.
that's rated lower than Jackie Brown.
Damn. Just damn.
Yeah, I think that's
What?
got to change.
That's got to change. People, Jackie Brown's incredible. Oh my God, this is my new goal in life. Is to just show everybody Jackie Brown.
Everybody needs to like it and
It's just like, hey,
watch it and like it.
you want to come over, watch Jackie Brown?
But you have to like it.
But you have to like it.
Pam Grier and Samuel L. Jackson were both nominated for Best Actor and Actress in a comedy/musical for Golden Globes, that is.
Okay.
Robert Forster was nominated for an Oscar for Best Supporting Actor.
I'm glad he got that. I'm really glad he got that.
It was I think, yeah, he did a great job.
Yeah, he's incredible.
Yeah, he went up against some tough competition that year, of course,
Well,
like they always do.
Look, sometimes the nomination is, like, for Robert Forster, the nomination is the award.
So, of course, I'll leave the winner for the last.
Yeah.
But the runners-up are Anthony Hopkins for Amistad,
Jesus.
Greg Kinnear for As Good as It Gets,
Oh,
Burt Reynolds for Boogie Nights,
okay.
and the winner
Yeah.
that year was Robin Williams for Good Will Hunting.
God damn it. Yeah, no, like, he didn't have a hope in hell.
No.
But at least he got some recognition.
He got some recognition for it.
Yeah.
So, this cast is pretty
what a
amazing.
cast. I had forgotten how great this cast was until I was watching. We put the Blu-ray in, and the main menu was showing all the cast.
Everybody.
And I was just like, oh shit, I forgot
Spoilers.
all these people were in it. I mean, it didn't spoil anything other than the cast. And
I know, but still, the cast. I remember when I first watched this movie,
cast is a
very
treat.
first time, I had no idea who was in it. So every time somebody popped up, it was just like, oh shit. Oh shit. Pam Grier, of course, our titular character, Jackie Brown. The only other movies I've seen Pam Grier in were Ghosts of Mars from 2001, which I don't know if you remember that one.
No.
Oh boy, it's terrible. It's got Ice Cube in it. That's all you really need to know. Metascore 35.
Very important for us to know that.
Yes. I have seen Foxy Brown.
Yeah. I've never seen Foxy Brown. I haven't seen a lot of the blaxploitation films. I've seen a couple of Dolomite stuff.
Yeah.
But I feel like that was different because it was done by
Eddie Murphy.
Yeah. Well, no, by an African-American man himself. And it was because of the Eddie Murphy movie that I watched some of his stuff. But his stuff is fucking amazing.
Yes.
Oh,
if
it's
anybody
so
out
good.
there hasn't watched the movie Dolomite Is My Name with Eddie Murphy, it's a fantastic movie. And just watching that movie made me go, I'd like to check out some...
Yeah, I want to know some more of
I
this
want to
stuff,
see
yeah.
some more of this. And so I bought Dolomite, the guy who is Dolomite. I bought a couple of his comedy albums on vinyl.
Yeah.
And I also bought, the 1975 movie called Dolomite. It was directed by D'Urville Martin, which you see this whole you see all of this unravel in the Eddie Murphy movie. It's essentially a behind-the-scenes look at the making of Dolomite, but also just the making of Dolomite, the person.
Yeah.
So it's Rudy Ray Moore is the man behind the character of Dolomite, and
Well, if we really got off on a tangent on a man, we should be talking about Pam Grier, and I know that that's my fault, but
what's wrong with tangents?
nothing at all. But you were saying with Pam Grier, you've only seen Ghost of Mars and
Foxy Lady.
Foxy
or
Lady?
Foxy Brown.
Or Foxy Brown.
Foxy Lady. I know Coffee is another one of her big ones.
I know for sure you've seen Mars Attacks.
Mars Attacks?
Mars Attacks. Yes, she was in Mars Attacks.
She was in Mars Attacks?
Yes, she was.
Who is she in Mars Attacks?
Louise Williams. I don't really remember who. I don't remember
was
a
she
lot.
in the Vegas with the Vegas people?
She might have been. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to watch Mars Attacks again.
Oh, I mean, with pleasure. And don't watch it without me. Pam Grier, an absolutely gorgeous woman. That face card does not decline. And she is incredible as Jackie Brown. And also, I love a woman with a crooked smile. And I don't mean like slightly off kilter. Her mouth is like fully on one side of her face and not the other. Like, I don't know if you noticed that.
No, this is
but
you noticed.
this, yeah. And same with what's her face from Hamnet and Jessie Buckley.
Jessie Buckley.
Jessie Buckley also has, when she talks and when she smiles, her whole mouth like shifts to one side of her face, like the left side of her face. So both these women have these gorgeous crooked smiles, and I am obsessed with them. I think it's so pretty. Very sexy to have such a crooked smile. I don't know. I'm here for it. But Pam Grier, so stunning, so good, so strong. Like there were moments where Jackie Brown herself as a character should be breaking down, but she's holding herself together. And that strength is just so good. I want to know more about Jackie Brown's history.
I feel one of the biggest things, I mean, the movie definitely starts off with, you don't know exactly who she is, obviously.
Yeah.
And that's the way that all movies do.
Yeah,
You
again,
don't
we were
know
dropped into the second act of
Right.
a 3-act story.
But then you figure out very quickly that she's smart and self-reliant and comes up with a plan very fast.
Yeah. Very strong, very proud.
Well,
really, really good.
I really like because we see Ordell kill Beaumont just for essentially being arrested and facing 10 years, and him knowing Beaumont can't.
Yeah, Beaumont can't be trusted.
Can't do 10 years.
Yeah.
So of course, he's going to turn me in. So then after we see what happens to Beaumont, now we have Jackie Brown, who once again is facing time. So she can be treated the same way.
And you're worried for her.
Yeah, but I love the back and forth between her and Ordell once we're in her apartment.
Yeah.
Because Ordell comes in and he turns the light off.
Yeah.
Because he's probably planning on shooting her. But then when she walks back in the living room, she turns it back on.
Mm-hmm.
And then he walks behind her and turns it back off. And then that's when she reveals that she's got, or you get the side-by-side shot where you see Max Cherry
going for his gun.
And it's not there. And then you realize that she's pulled this whole thing or planned ahead knowing that she'd probably get a visit from Ordell. But yeah, now she has two guns and turns the light. I just like the back and forth, the light being turned on and off. Or she's just like, oh, no. We're turning that back on. You're not shooting me tonight. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, no, she's just so good.
And then speaking of Ordell, we've got Samuel L. Jackson.
Samuel L. motherfucking Jackson. Put some respect on that motherfucker's name. What? That's his jam, man. Samuel L. motherfucking Jackson. I love him so much. I feel like we have definitely talked about him before. Django, of course. The Avengers. Like we've discussed. Nick Fury has come up once or twice on our podcast, and so has Sam Jackson. Do you have a favorite Sam Jackson movie? And that's actually a nearly impossible question because I haven't even gotten through his whole IMDb yet.
God, he is. I mean, the guy has been in over
so many things.
200 films.
Okay, so maybe not favorite movie, but like what character, when you think of Sam Jackson, what character comes to mind first? How about that? That I feel like is a better question.
When I think of Sam Jackson, the first character that comes to mind, I mean, in Die Hard with a Vengeance.
Oh, I love him in Die Hard with a Vengeance. I love that movie so much.
You get another side of him with Snakes on a Plane. Like a really goofy side. But everybody who went into that movie was there.
We saw that movie in theater, by the way, opening weekend.
Because the trailer
there
was
for
amazing.
We were sat for that movie. We were like, we know exactly what this is.
Yeah.
The film knows what it is.
And I bought it on DVD right after.
And honest to God, I'd love to rewatch it.
Absolutely.
Are our children too young to watch Snakes? No, there's titties. They're too young to watch Snakes on a Plane. But
like they've never seen titties.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
And then you get him as Mace Windu.
Check out Mace Windu.
You're so silly.
That's what I think every time I hear Mace Windu. Because goddamn, Jimmy Fallon did a Weekend Update. And this was before he was even on Weekend Update. It was like his first year there. And he did this dumb little segment on Weekend Update where he sang songs about The Phantom Menace. And those songs have been stuck in my head since that day. And so every time I hear Mace Windu's name, I think of Jimmy Fallon going, what? My name is who? My name is Chicka Chicka Mace Windu. And it's in there. And that's what pops up when I think about that character.
Wow. Just wow.
I also can't hear a Sugar Ray song without singing it the way he does. Like, I can't.
So, speaking of derailing us, but the guy is always always ends up playing a character in a Tarantino movie.
Yeah.
He's been in a lot of them.
He's been in all of them. Yeah, basically. I will say that when somebody mentions Sam Jackson, if I'm not thinking about, it's not even that I'm thinking about Nick Fury. I just think when I hear Sam Jackson, I just kind of think about how fucking cool Sam Jackson is. But I always think of his character in Jurassic Park.
Hold on to your butts.
Hold on to your butts. He's
Everybody hold on to your butts.
So good in Jurassic Park, and I love that he's there. And I love that we don't actually see him get eaten by a raptor. I'm very glad for that. The whole hand falling on Laura Dern shirt. It's so good. Like, what a joy that performance is. And I mean, how do you hate Sam Jackson? He's a good motherfucker.
I don't think it's possible to hate him.
No. I have a lot to say about the series that they did with him, the Skrulls Secret Invasion. That's one of the worst things Marvel's ever done.
There were some good moments in the first half.
There were some conversations and or just acting that was really
some good writing in the first half.
Fucking
for conversation.
Yeah,
the conversation he had with
Don Cheadle.
Don Cheadle was really good.
Yeah, I was just saying Don Cheadle was great in that, but then he's a Skrull the whole time. Don't even get me started on that. I hate that whole plotline. That being said, My favorite Nick Fury performances are in the Captain Marvel movies. Like, I love fun, goofy Nick Fury.
He's
and
definitely
like
goofy.
his chemistry with Brie Larson and hot Australian man.
Chris Hemsworth?
No, from Andor and Secret Invasion, and he's the Skrull.
Oh, wait, he's Australian?
Yes. Ben Mendelsohn.
Yeah.
Sam Jackson's chemistry with Ben Mendelsohn's incredible too. I don't know. I love him.
Yeah, I also want to shout out, Pam Grier has also done a lot of television. She has done over 30 episodes on a show called Lynx. She was in the L Word for a really long time.
Yeah, she was a big part of the L Word.
Yeah, and Bless This Mess.
Mm-hmm.
And as of recently, I think there was Them was a TV series, I think on Stars or Netflix or Prime, whatever. Robert Forster, back in the day, in the early 70s, played a character called Miles Banyan on a show called Banyan. Only 16 episodes. I think that's one of the first places he got his start. You know, he was in a few movies in the late 60s and early 70s, but nothing that was really super big.
This movie really caused a resurgence for him. Like, he was sort of a prolific TV actor, TV character man for a really long time between the 70s and the early 90s, popping up on things as they do. In true sort of like Tarantino fashion, he had to have loved him from some show he saw as a kid. Because Robert Forster was kind of the only choice to play Max Cherry. De Niro wanted to be Max Cherry. And Tarantino was like, no, it's got to be this guy. I'm so glad that he stuck with him.
Yeah.
Because Max Cherry is my favorite Tarantino character ever. Max Cherry, and again, maybe it's interesting that I feel like he's the best and he's not even been created by Tarantino. But he's the most pure. He is so kind.
Yeah.
And he is so down bad for Jackie Brown. He is so, like, he sees her and is immediately like, fuck this job. The rest of my life is serving that woman and whatever she needs.
I gotta protect her. I gotta look out for her. I gotta at least try to give her a chance.
This is my queen, and I will see her through this quest. Like, he's instantly down bad for Jackie Brown, and it never comes across as creepy or anything. Like, their chemistry and their relationship is so pure and devastatingly sad, and I just want him to be happy. And the funny thing is that's what I remember most about Jackie Brown from having seen it all those years ago with Brian in his living room. I've carried him in my heart this whole time. I forgot his name. To be fair, I did forget about his name, but every time I thought about Jackie Brown, I thought about that man and just how great he was. And so being able to watch it again with a much more sort of aware sensibility, I just fell in love with him. He's so brilliantly understated and beautiful in this film. And what a thing to see. What a role to play when his career is already basically dead. Tarantino walks up and hands him this fucking role.
Yeah.
Like, what a thing. And then after that, he did a lot of, like, character man work, you know? A lot of movies, a lot of TV. I'm glad for him. He's gone now. He died a few years ago. In 2019, actually. So he's been gone for almost a decade, but he was 78 when he went. You know, it might not have been like the best or biggest career on this planet, but the man worked, and the man got recognition, and the man...
I think he died from cancer, too.
Yeah. He was big in those Olympus Has Fallen movies, too. Like, he had a big part in all of those. But, God, Max Cherry that character will stay with me forever. I love him so much.
Next, we've got Bridget Fonda, daughter of Jane Fonda.
And Peter Fonda, yeah.
Or no,
Henry? No,
niece of Jane Fonda, granddaughter of Henry.
Okay, daughter of Peter.
Susan Brewer and Peter Fonda, yes. There's a lot of Fondas.
There's a lot of Fondas, yeah. And in some cases, there are some that have incredible talent. In some cases, there are some that are just Nepo babies. I've got nothing good or bad to say about her. This sounds bad. I'm not meaning to throw serious shade on Bridget Fonda. I think I remember my dad hating her or my mom. Like, one of my parents was always just like, I don't like that Bridget Fonda. I don't like those Fonda girls. I remember just, like, being a kid, not really understanding why. But then when I finally started to see her in things, I was like, oh, okay, she's fine, I guess.
But not really deserving of, like, straight up hate.
Not deserving of hatred, no. She's just kind of there. As I'm looking at her IMDb.
I mean, I've only seen Lake Placid and Army of Darkness. There might be a few other movies I've seen, but those are the two that stuck out to me.
I do remember It Could Happen to You with Nicolas Cage and Rosie Perez. That is a rom-com about a cop who...
Do you remember her in it?
Yeah, 'cause she's the main girl. Actually, no, I just remember Nicolas Cage and Rosie Perez in it. If I really think about that movie, which, by the way, I would like to watch again, because why not? Because I think it'd be fun to see a young Nick Cage. And by the way, folks, we are currently going through Spider Noir with Nick Cage, and it's incredible.
Yeah.
It's fucking amazing. But I remember that movie.
I remember, I saw A Simple Plan. I do remember that one. That's with Bill Paxton and Billy Bob Thornton, who are brothers. And she's kind of like with them. It's kind of like a we're gonna try to steal money kind of movie.
Yeah. No, I vaguely remember. You know what I remember about that particular film? I think my dad had the book of it. I don't know if it was based on a book or if it was the adaptation. I'm assuming it was based on a book.
It's a Sam Raimi movie too.
I remember reading the book on the toilet. Like, it was on the back of the toilet and being like, okay. And I would, like, read it and remember where I was and pick up after it and being very intrigued by the story. But that's how I read that book. I remember Finding Graceland. I remember Lake Placid. I remember A Simple Plan. Like, I remember these movies being a part. I remember Monkey Bone and Kiss of the Dragon. Like, I remember these movies being a part of pop culture, but I don't know if I've seen them all or not. She hasn't done anything since 2002.
Oh, no.
Is she alive?
She is.
Oh, no.
Okay,
Good.
She doesn't do anything.
Good for her.
She, like, occasionally she gets, unfortunately, she gets paparazzi shots, and people make fun of her because she's older and she
like
has,
a woman has.
and she has gained weight. And
I mean, for God's sake, she was born in 1964.
yeah,
like,
she doesn't act. She doesn't do personal, like, she's not in front of a camera.
She's left to the business.
She has, but people are like,
yeah,
oh, why
because
she
was
so
famous
fat
once.
and old?
Oh, God, I hate them for it. Oh, fuck them.
Yeah.
I enjoyed her in this film. I will say that. I thought she was really cute and really spunky and fun. Very much a role that I would expect her to play. I did count the amount of feet in this movie.
How many times did we see Bridget Fonda's feet?
As well Bridget Fonda's feet. I really don't think I think we might have seen Jackie Brown's feet once from afar.
From afar, maybe.
Maybe.
Because we couldn't remember if her feet were showing when she was in her bathrobe.
In her bathrobe.
Yeah.
Bridget Fonda's feet were on screen at least 13 times. I did not count every time she was having a conversation with Robert De Niro, and essentially it was the same, like, edit. But I did also, like, after, like, a full, like, 3 minutes of them talking with her feet constantly on the screen, I was like, I feel like that counts as one check mark. So it's around 13, but it's all her feet. But it's not egregious at all in the way that Tarantino
like
has been
movies?
And has become.
Like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood or Kill Bill.
In both of those. Yeah, it's egregious. But in this film, it wasn't actually as bad. I forgot about it until I was like, oh yeah, feet. Feet, 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 feet. Feet, 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 feet. Feet, 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 feet. Feet, 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 feet.
So I didn't know who Pam Grier was when I first watched this movie. I was a young boy and had no idea.
I'm not surprised that you didn't watch a lot of Pam Grier movies growing up.
A white boy from Southern California. Didn't watch a lot of Pam Grier growing up in a good white town.
In a white Christian home.
Yeah.
A very, very Christian home.
Yeah, I didn't know who she was. I didn't know who Robert Forster was when I was growing up. But I knew who Samuel L. Jackson was. I knew who Robert De Niro was. I'm pretty sure I knew both of them were in this movie. But I had no idea when I first watched this movie that Michael Keaton was in it.
Michael Keaton was a surprise for me, too, watching it again. Because I had no memory. I kind of forgot that Sam Jackson was in this movie. Just a little bit. I for the longest time when I thought of Jackie Brown, I thought of Pam Grier and I thought of Max Cherry.
Yeah.
I didn't think about anything else. And they were the two that I remembered. I didn't remember the plot. Like, as we watched the movie, the plot came back to me more and more. And again, I think based on his idea, I would like to watch this movie again and really settle in with it. Not anytime soon, but, one day maybe we'll be like, let's watch Jackie Brown. Like, let's go for it. So I didn't really remember Sam Jackson in it. I was shocked to see De Niro. I was very delighted to see Michael Keaton. Michael fucking Keaton. How is that man so hot in the most unconventional way? But, like, not like an Adrian Brody so hot, but like the man kind of looks... Wait, what did I write down? I literally wrote down, Michael Keaton is so hot, and I cannot tell you why. He just is. And
he's just a good-looking guy.
He's a good-looking guy, but he's also a weird-looking guy. He's a little weird-looking. Like, he's not conventionally
he's not, like, supermodel handsome.
No.
It's not like he's going to go sell some underwear. I mean, he probably could sell some underwear.
Yeah, right. Like, you don't see him in, like, as a male model. But
he's not that kind of... He's not, like, chiseled jaw, even though he's got a great jaw and worked out very well for Batman.
The hairline's fucked, but it does not matter.
Doesn't matter.
He's got charm.
He's definitely one person who that kind of hairline works perfect for.
Best for, yeah. He's got charm. He's got personality. He's got a swagger to him. Like, he's a handsome man, but for me, I'm just like, what is it about this guy? I just want him to throw me to bed. And
do you have a favorite Keaton movie?
Oh my god.
And you can't say Batman because we all love Batman.
No.
We do. Batman or Batman Returns.
He's nothing short of incredible in Spider-Man: Homecoming.
He's
nothing short of incredible as the villain in that movie.
He played one of the first real
terrifying villains.
Terrifying.
Like, you were genuinely scared.
There's
for
a
Peter.
certain scene where you're just like, holy shit. What did Peter get into?
I will always think of that. I know it's one of the newer ones and it might be a little silly, but I'm always going to think of that. I really loved him as Ken in Toy Story movies.
Oh, yeah. I forgot that he was Ken.
He's such a good Ken. Obviously now everybody, when they think of Ken, thinks of Ryan Gosling, but I really feel like Michael Keaton's Ken is just the perfect himbo. He is so, so good at that. He was great as Lilith's brother on Frasier.
Oh, that's right.
Remember, he's the one, and he's like doing the church talk, and Frasier like literally shoves him out of the wheelchair. He's so good at playing a smarmy douchebag.
He was in Out of Sight, which is that other
like I said,
Elmore Leonard book / movie.
And like, least we forget Beetlejuice. I was laughing with my coworkers today about Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice is iconic in every conceivable way.
I mean, between Beetlejuice and The Squeeze is a good one.
Yeah.
Mr. Mom, of course, made him...
Multiplicity.
Multiplicity is a fun movie.
I haven't seen it in years.
It may not be like a great movie, but it's still a fun movie.
I think that Michael Keaton's hopefully enjoying the ride. Yes, and yes, he was a fucking great Batman. Like, oh my god. Those movies, they haven't aged well in the way that like they're still considered the best. But fuck, are they fun. He made a really good Batman and Bruce Wayne. He was good at both roles.
Robert De Niro plays Lewis. Fucking Lewis.
First of all, fucking Lewis. Second of all,
What a fun role to play, though.
Here's the thing.
Like, just show up to set.
Yeah.
Kind of follow some dialogue. Mostly just listen to other people talk.
Kind of mumble.
Yeah, mumble. Say,
take hits off the bong.
Do a lot of bong hits.
Yeah. I was shocked that he was in it. And then I was like, oh my God, why haven't we seen more of De Niro and Tarantino together?
Yeah.
Like, how has that not been a thing? Turns out, Robert De Niro was not happy with Tarantino's style.
Direction.
He didn't like that his character is sort of aimless and does nothing. Again, he wanted to be Max Cherry.
Yeah.
He wanted that big, juicy role. And Tarantino was like, no, I can offer you this one instead. And so he took it. And
that was 30 years ago.
I know.
Robert De Niro. Be in Tarantino's 10th movie.
You know what? Maybe he doesn't have to. I like the idea that De Niro worked with him and was like, not my bag. But that being said, I loved this understated role that he plays as Lewis and how he kind of opens up over the course of the film. He starts so quiet and small and then slowly builds and blooms into what he is. It's very sort of fascinating to watch, but he is so subdued, but he does it so well.
Of course he does.
It so well because he's Robert fucking De Niro, and like, oh my God, we have blown him a few times before.
I mean, it's funny too because the movies that he did before and after Jackie Brown were Copland and Wag the Dog.
My dad loved Wag the Dog.
Oh, Wag the Dog's a huge movie.
I don't feel like it was. I don't feel like your average moviegoer remembers Wag the Dog.
Really? You don't think so?
I really don't, especially because I went to see that movie in theater with my dad. He was so excited for it, and the TV spots and the trailers had me interested. So I was like, yeah, I'll go see it. And then it turned into this very weird political film that I did not understand. So I think it would be an interesting rewatch. My dad fucking loved Wag the Dog. So that's how I know about it. I feel like if I brought it up at work tomorrow, nobody would know what I was talking about.
So with your general audience, Wag the Dog is not maybe a well-watched film, but I think, I don't know, people who are into film know what Wag the Dog is.
Yeah, that's fair. You know, De Niro's been around forever, and he's still going, and I love that for him. I think we're closer to a time where we won't have him than...
I mean, he's in his 80s.
Yeah, the man's
Him and
getting up there.
Scorsese are just aging, but still working.
They're still going. I always love when De Niro pops up on random cameos. He's great in one episode of 30 Rock. De Niro, he seems like a cool guy. I don't know. I feel like I could at the very least have a whiskey with that man. I definitely could not hang with Tarantino, but I feel like De Niro and I could at least have a conversation over an Irish coffee or something very strong and alcoholic. But I don't know. I've always loved the man. I have talked long and hard, and I will talk long and hard about what a great fucking movie Heat is, and he is such a big part of that. Man. You know, that is my favorite De Niro role. That is my favorite De Niro movie. That is my favorite De Niro is in Heat. It's just that movie is 10 out of 5 flawless.
Mine, I think it's still Casino.
Yeah.
I'm
really excited to watch Casino because it's been years, which we will be soon.
Yes.
Dear listeners.
Casino is a great movie.
Yeah.
Well, next we've got one of the ATF agents, or I guess the second ATF agent, Michael Bowen, who Tarantino used again in Kill Bill.
As I know who.
My name's Buck. I like to fuck.
Yay. The rapist comes back.
He was in Django Unchained.
Mm-hmm.
7 episodes of Breaking Bad.
Yeah, he was in a couple episodes of Lost. He's a pretty prolific, character actor, which good for him.
He was in that Walking Tall movie that we talked about.
Sure Kill.
When we were doing our
Dogged episode. Fuck that.
Dwayne Johnson episode.
Oh, yes. Wait, what was he in Dwayne Johnson?
Walking Tall.
Ah, Walking Tall, yes. And Walker, Texas Ranger, because of course. Oh, he was in one episode of Nash Bridges. Nash Bridges. No, he was a lot of fun. Smarmy, and I sort of looked forward to him getting his face punched in, but that never did happen. So
an actor that I again forgot was in this movie.
No goddamn clue. Until I saw his name in the credits.
This time I wasn't looking at the credits. That's my problem. I didn't look at credits.
As the opening credits were going, I was watching the names, and they hit Chris Tucker. And I went, what?
I can't remember the last time I watched this movie. It was definitely sooner than you, because I do have it on DVD and now on 4K. Yeah, Chris Tucker, completely forgot he was in it.
At one point in time, Chris Tucker was the highest paid actor in Hollywood. That is the first line of his IMDb biography.
Wow, it is. That's hilarious.
Oh my goodness.
I wonder if that's true.
Well, you know what? The man fucking made money with those stupid Rush Hour movies. Rush Hour
was huge.
I mean, for what it's worth, on IMDb, the first 4 films and his known for are 3 Rush Hours and Silver Linings Playbook, which I saw once and did not.
Which is funny because in my world, in my brain world, he's most famous for The Fifth Element.
Oh, immediately to The Fifth Element. Ah! Yeah. When I think of Chris Tucker, I guess I think of the comedy, right? I think of that big mouth, the big attitude. It's been years since I've seen Friday. I would like to watch Friday, very much so.
Friday would be a good rewatch.
And apparently he was also in Dead Presidents, which I remember coming out but don't know much about. But yeah, when I think of Chris Tucker, I also immediately think of Fifth Element. The Rush Hour movies, I feel like I saw a clip of one of them not too long ago, and just the racist shit that they were saying back and forth to each other for laughs.
Yeah, I'm going to make fun of you because you're black. I'm going to make fun of you because you're Chinese. I'm going to make fun of you because you're black.
And it was just bad. It's just
Yeah.
nothing but that. And white audiences leapt that up because, secretly they were all racists. You sort of watch it now and you're like,
It's okay when white people aren't saying it.
well, is that it? Is that it? Is it's okay when white people can laugh at it as long as it's not a white person saying it? Yeah, well, the same people that think that have voted for Trump. So I don't think I'm ever going to watch those Rush Hour movies again. I don't think I need to. If I want to watch a Jackie Chan comedy...
There are so many better Jackie Chan movies,
if I want to watch
even comedies.
If I want to watch a Jackie Chan buddy comedy, I'm going to put on...
Shanghai Noon?
Shanghai Noon.
Fuck yeah.
Shanghai Noon is a great... him
Even though...
and Owen Wilson...
Owen Wilson still makes fun of him for being Chinese.
Oh, absolutely.
There's still a lot of Chinese jokes.
Somehow, I don't know, maybe because it's a Western.
Oh, because it's a white person making fun of him? Now it's okay.
It's not okay, but at least the time period was it was
It matched the time.
somewhat.
So because
somewhat
Rush Hour is
historically
more
accurate.
modern, it's not okay. But because...
Maybe I just like Owen Wilson more than I like Chris Tucker.
Oh, so you're just racist.
Fuck. I don't really like Chris Tucker that much. He's so loud and so obnoxious.
He's good in certain things. Like I
So
love
loud.
him as Ruby Road in Fifth Element.
He's so loud and so obnoxious in
If
that,
I remember
though.
his character correctly in Friday, he's much more subdued.
Yeah.
And he is a good actor. And
He was really good in this. I thought that he handled the dialogue very well. It is a short character. He doesn't live long.
doesn't last long. Yeah. Well, yeah.
But there was a lot of charm to him as a young man. Him and Sam Jackson played very well off of each other. And I liked the chemistry. I liked the scene that he was in. So yeah, I saw his name popped up and I was like, Chris fucking Tucker. Really? And then as the film progressed, I was like, oh, I get it. He's perfect for this role. I'm glad this role was 4 minutes long. He was perfect in it. God, I love MX Cherry. I love him so much. He's just what a role. What a character and what a role. I'm so glad that he exists and I get to eyeball him, it's just that man is so hot and just so powerful and so good and sexy. And he was so down bad for her.
he was
So down bad.
instantly.
Yeah. And I loved seeing a man with that much confidence and swagger and understanding of himself.
Yeah.
Just instantly give it all up for a girl. I'm so here for it.
Well, he's very confident. I mean, he even said, once you get to my age, it's, fill in the blank because by the time you're in your 50s, especially your 50s.
He was also very kind. All the moments that showed him with other parolees, with the people that he worked with, every interaction he had with every person was really just sort of sweet and just clever. He just what a fucking role. I don't know. I think I'll think of him. I mean, again, the thing that stuck with this movie was that character for all those years, even though I'd forgotten his name. But now I've just doubled down on how much I fucking love Max Cherry.
Speaking of people that Max Cherry works with, we didn't talk about Tom Lister Jr.
We didn't.
And we'll really fast because I know this guy from so many things.
Oh, he's been in
everything.
This
is the guy
gentle
that played.
giant.
This is the guy who played Winston, his colleague partner.
Yeah, he finds people.
That's my job. But he was also in Friday.
Mm-hmm.
He was the president in The Fifth Element. But then he was also the guy in The Dark Knight, in Chris Nolan's Dark Knight movie, that throws the remote control thing out the window so that it doesn't...
he's the one, because it's the boat of criminals.
Yeah.
It's the boat of prisoners and criminals, and it's the boat of civilians.
Yeah.
He takes the remote. He's like, I'll do what you can't do, right? And they think
You should have done this long ago.
You should have done this long ago. And he takes the remote, throws it into the water, and just sits right back down.
Yep.
I love that character. Yeah, no, Tiny's been in a ton of things. Aptly named Tiny. That's his nickname.
Oh.
Because he's a massive man.
He is.
And
he's got the deepest voice.
Yeah.
Anyway, I wanted to just talk about him.
Yeah.
I mean, he wasn't in the movie much.
No.
Just enough to be like...
You're like, oh. And it's funny when Sam Jackson brings him up. He's just like, let's see the size of that guy on that wall.
Yep.
It's so good.
we talked about it when I was talking about the cinematographer. I really like the opening of this movie. The song 110th Street is a great opening song, and it bookends the movie.
Oh, and she's sitting in the car singing. Oh, it's so good.
And I'll just put the clip in here, but I think one of Sam Jackson is known for so many lines. Mm-hmm. He's like Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's got memorable lines in a lot of his movies.
Here we go. AK-47, the very best there is. When you absolutely, positively got to kill every motherfucker in the room, except no substitutes.
Nothing gets between me and my AK.
AK-47.
During Chicks with Guns, which,
Jesus,
by the way,
Chicks with Guns.
I knew it was a special feature on my DVD.
Yeah.
And so I had to check it out on the 4K copy. It wasn't on the 4K copy disc. It was on the Blu-ray that had more of the special features because there's more room on Blu-ray.
Special features.
But yes, Tarantino added, or the studio or whatever, added the Chicks with Guns segment that they actually shot, but unedited, just put it on the Blu-ray as a special feature.
And,
it's fantastic.
Yes.
And so 90s.
Ridiculous.
And, yeah, nobody gets between me and my AK.
She kills the cameraman.
Yeah, that's right. They don't show it in the movie, but in the thing Tarantino put together, one of the chicks does kill the cameraman shooting the video. It's pretty funny.
Why do you think this movie is so underrated? Do you think it's because, do you think it's timing more than anything?
It might be timing. It'd be really fun. I wonder how and maybe Eddie Murphy's My Name's Dolomite was not a litmus test, but just let's find out if people are into this kind of movie first.
Yeah. Like the blaxploitation thing, you mean?
Get that, it would be interesting to see that style of film again.
Yeah. There's some movies out there that have done it. I mean, Undercover Brother.
Undercover Brother is a very spoof.
It's a huge spoof on blaxploitation.
Yes.
It's a spoof on, mainly the blaxploitation, but also sort of cop movies and things. 70s
films.
That movie is so genius in how it's skewered, and I bet you if I knew the movies better, I would probably find it funnier.
I've never seen it. I know.
How do I?
No, because you saw it one time.
I've seen it many times,
and then you never stopped talking about it.
I have seen that movie many. That was one of those movies that
I just never got around to watching.
In early cable, like early TBS or early I don't even think of it. I don't think they showed it on TBS. They definitely showed it on Comedy Central, like the edited version, and then you could find the unedited version on like Stars and stuff back in the day, right? Like after it came out. That was one of those movies that was sort of always on TV, and I would watch it a lot. When Denise Richards, which by the way is probably one of her other best roles. I mean, it is Drop Dead Gorgeous, and it's
Starship Troopers.
No, it's God damn it. It's Undercover Brother. When she's like smearing the mayonnaise on the bread and trying to feed it to, what is his name? The
main actor?
Yes, Eddie Griffiths.
Eddie Griffith?
Yeah, when she's feeding the mayonnaise to him and he's just staring at it horrified and he's trying to get his watch up so he can squirt the hot sauce out of his watch. It's so fucking funny. We have to watch it. Same with The New Guy, starring tall skinny dude from Supernatural and DJ Qualls. The New Guy is another one of those just like terrible early 2000 like comedies that's actually really heartfelt and very funny. Then you're like, Lyle Lovett's in that, Zooey Deschanel is in that, and again see Eddie Griffin again. There he is.
See,
Griffin, yeah.
Griffin, not Griffith, yes.
Horatio Sands, like just a really stupid fucking funny movie that I loved. And that and Undercover Brother, like I think those films are great. And they're also like, obviously they make fun of a lot of people, and there's probably definitely some jokes that haven't aged well, but for the most part, I don't remember them being as like nasty or racist or like cruel as like, American Pie or the Scary Movie. Like they weren't mean about their comedy. They're actually surprisingly shockingly wholesome stories. I just think this movie is wonderful. As you're watching it and you're watching things unfold, you forget plot points that come rushing back to you. The whole ending scene is, and I don't know why we're tiptoeing around it, but I guess to say that if you're listening to this and you haven't seen Jackie Brown, please go watch it. It's so incredible. But like the final scene where Jackie and Max are trying to steal all the money from Sam Jackson.
Yeah, you're seeing everything. You're seeing everything at the mall unwind one point of view at a time.
Yeah, and it's such a clever thing.
It is.
And you are
classic Tarantino.
Yeah, you're genuinely anxious
time.
for it, and also like it's really nice that it's not that they were the good guys, but like the good guys got away with it. Jackie gets away with taking the money and running. Max gets away with helping her. It's really nice to see that. And again, I think this movie ends in a more wholesome way than Tarantino would otherwise end a film. Yeah. I feel like if this was, if this was Tarantino's original story, Max would have at least died saving Jackie. Like it would have been a bit more bloody and a bit more tragic.
A lot of his movies do end up ending happily.
Oh, maybe in his version, Max and Jackie get together in the end.
Think of a Tarantino movie that's like ending grisly and sad and hopeless.
Oh, you're right, because even the history revisionist ones end quite beautifully with watching terrible people get murdered to the face.
Yeah. I love seeing people murdered in the face.
Oh my god, I love seeing fucking
Especially
Nazis get murdered in the fucking face.
Nazis and death cultists.
Yeah, so good. Oh, so good. And racists.
Yeah.
That was also beautiful. I love the way Tarantino fucking murders bad people to the face. I'm really glad that this is a more subdued film.
This is.
And I'm really...
Not super violent. There are violent moments.
There's also not a lot of blood.
They don't show things.
No.
Like, they could have easily... And maybe a different version of Tarantino... Well, I don't know. Because he doesn't always... Like, yeah, in Django, there's just blood everywhere.
Yeah.
But that's because you're watching these
they're historical
white
fantasies.
Supremacists, getting the shit blown out of them, and so you just get to see their brains and guts just go everywhere.
Yeah,
which is highly entertaining.
So entertaining.
But when it came to like Melanie in the mall parking lot, that didn't need to be graphic at all.
It didn't,
because him just turning around and you're just hearing the two bangs.
Yeah, and him shooting her.
And then just
so
walking, and it's a long take too, which the long takes in this movie
are incredible.
Really well done, and really it was a more subdued Tarantino.
I enjoyed it so much.
I enjoyed it so much more than a lot of his craziness.
Yeah, and a lot of his subduedness. Like compare this movie. This is a very talky Tarantino film. Compare this to like Kill Bill 2.
Yeah.
Which is a very talky Tarantino film with a little bit of graphic sort of blood, right? Like it's less.
Action, sure.
In fact, it is debated whether or not it is this film or Kill Bill 2 that have the lowest body count. Because technically it's Kill Bill 2 because there's only 3 people that, like 3 of the main characters die, but there are more deaths that you see throughout the film.
Yeah. But it is also considered one film.
Okay, so in that case, there you go. Like, this is the lowest body count, and each and every one of the deaths, it's again sort of delightfully underplayed, and you see, by the time that they happen too, you've seen so much of the characters that it makes sense that Melanie gets killed. The fact that it is by Lewis is a shocker, but it makes sense that she was going to die, right? Like the way that she was trying to like undermine Odell, the way that she was trying to steal from Odell. He might have loved her because she was his, little blonde surfer girl.
Yeah.
And he genuinely did love her. I think she was his favorite of all of his girlfriends, which by the way, Sharonda, oh girl, I feel so bad for you.
Ooh.
Oh.
When she's like, can I eat?
Poor Sharonda. Like, oh, that poor child. But anyways, I hope she gets free of him and all the drugs and goes back home to the country.
Dead.
Well, he is dead.
Hopefully she's not.
Like, Odell really cares for Melanie. So Melanie's death makes a lot of sense, but it's shocking that Lewis does it. But then once Lewis does it, you're like, oh, Odell's absolutely going to kill him. The conversation in the car, you know, I think that at first it takes Odell, it kind of like shocks Odell to the point where he's not thinking about it, and then it's the money and everything else. Right?
That one where the camera just rests on him with his eyes closed.
Yeah.
Just like,
where he realizes
what am I going to do?
What he has to do.
Yeah, I need to shoot my friend.
Yeah. Because he killed my favorite girlfriend. But do I really need to shoot my friend because he killed my favorite girl? Of course I do. But it's going to hurt.
But I like that he just took a moment and just rested on that moment.
Yeah.
Before he shot him.
Yeah, and I think that, you know, Lewis knew it was coming too and was sort of just begrudgingly accepting of it. I really genuinely felt that he was like, well, shit, I guess that this is happening and at least it's my friend. I don't know. Like, but it is so... Again, beautifully played. It's, you know, you see it from behind. There's not a lot of blood. There's not a lot of, like, violence in the shots as well. Like, the way it happens, you're just like, yeah. Also, Odell's look with the long hair and that long goddamn, like, rat tail beard. Just...
Every time he talked and that thing just
just like wiggled around. Oh, God, Sam Jackson, you son of a bitch. I love you so much. Yeah, this film's wonderful.
It made me... miss 90s malls.
Yo, so much. Oh my God. Well, you saw Sam Goody. You saw the Sam Goody in the background, and what I saw in the background at the food court was my eyes. I immediately went into hot dog on a stick. And I was just like, God, what I wouldn't do for a fucking hot dog on a stick
still exists.
That is true, but they exist few and far between, and none where we live. No. People don't even know about hot dog on a stick where we live, and I'm like, you guys don't even know. Oh, they're just corn dogs. They're not. They're literally the greatest corn dog you'll ever have.
Well, unless you go to
Disneyland
on Main Street to the fire truck.
I mean, sometimes like hot dog on a stick, I almost feel like compares to it. It's just and then, you know, hot dog on a stick has that fucking cherry limeade, which is one of the greatest drinks ever created, and pepper jack on a stick. So they deep fry pepper jack in, you know, pancake batter, and it's literally the greatest thing on this planet. So, and you dip it in some mustard. Fuck. Anyways, I'm giving this movie 4 stars, I think. 4.5. I'm giving it 4.5 stars, personally. I know I gave Once Upon a Time 5 stars. I had to have, because I love that movie so deeply. And I love this movie so deeply, too. I don't know why it's not a 5-star film, but it's not.
It's the...
I mean, it kind of is.
It might be for the simplicity of the story.
Yeah. No,
which
you're
isn't
right.
a bad thing. It's a really fun story.
Yeah.
Of...
it's so beautifully told. And again, it's not Tarantino's story. Which I think is interesting.
It's okay, though.
I think it's okay. I'm just saying that, like, maybe understated's the better Tarantino. You know, what would his career have looked like if he had gone for more understated stuff? But then we wouldn't have had the incredibleness that is Django or fucking Inglourious Bastards or, you know, probably even Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. So I have to respect, you know, all the craziness of Tarantino and everything that he's done, but I still think this is some of his very best work. I'm going to change my vote. I'm going to give this 5 stars based on that, but I still will always love Once Upon a Time more. Personally. For the
7
time.
So I have, of course, I have Tarantino ranked on my letterbox.
Yeah, I'm staring right at it.
7 of his films are 4.5 stars for me.
Yeah.
And that includes Jackie Brown, Django, Pulp Fiction, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Inglourious Bastards, 4 Rooms, Reservoir Dogs. Yeah, those 7 are all 4.5 films, 4.5 star films. The only 5-star film I have is Kill Bill.
Yeah, you fucking love
especially
Kill Bill.
after I saw
The Whole Bloody Affair.
The Whole Bloody Affair in theater, and now I have it on digital. And the new animated bit that he directed added to it, and a new better way of stitching the 2 movies together. There's no black and white during the fight scenes in the
I would like to watch it
in the restaurant.
I would absolutely like to watch it. I appreciate Kill Bill for what a great film it is. I still don't like it as much as these other 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then 4 stars for Hateful Eight
That's
and 3.5 stars for Death Proof.
Oh, yeah. You really don't like Death Proof.
Yeah, it's 3.5 is still a fine
Yeah, it's
score.
fine,
It's a fun
So you give this
Tarantino
one,
movie with some silly characters.
You give this a 4.5.
4.5, yeah.
So yeah, I think I'm gonna bump mine up to a 5 just for the sake of how much Max Cherry has sat with me all these years, and how just great Pam Grier is in it. And I like the subduedness of it. I like it so very much. Even though it is a film set in 1995, there's something timeless about it. It somehow feels like no matter when you're watching it, it's still kind of a movie from from 20 years in the past.
Sure.
Like there's something just so delightfully vintage about it. I love it. I'm glad it exists. I'm so glad we have this film.
So Maggie.
Yes, honey.
I have 2 questions for you.
Wonderful things can happen when you sow seeds of distrust in a garden of assholes.
You just come up with that?
I read it somewhere.
Well, do me a favor and say it again slow so I can write it down.
You ever hear the saying, you run into an asshole in the morning, you ran into an asshole? You run into assholes all day, you're the asshole. He's the type of fella that walks under a flock of birds and is surprised when he ends up with shit on his face.
Shove in the back.
You want to get hit in the front, you should have run toward me.
Figure we deserve a little
Absolutely.
more Raylan Givens, and especially
Raylan
because
Givens.
Justified being written by the same
Yeah.
author.
Oh God, we need to finish Deadwood so that we could go to Justified.
I know.
Like, oh my God.
I know.
And we haven't even finished Daredevil, but we're still trying to work our way through Spider-Man. There's too much TV out there, guys. It's too much TV.
It's the time of year where it all shows up.
It's all showing up, and we're like trying to catch up with our binges, and we're just like, ah. Anyways,
Yeah, we should have finished some things before new things came out.
we really should have. Yeah, but here
well.
we are.
Here we are.
It's not like we don't have several free hours every week that we otherwise devote to a podcast.
No.
So much time wasted.
So Maggie,
Anyways, yes, Raylan Givens, I love you so much.
would the presence of Timothy Oliphant have made the movie Jackie Brown better?
No, I don't know. I mean, we've seen Timothy in Tarantino before because he did Once Upon a Time, and he's coming back to be the same role in Cliff Booth, which I can't wait for. Another fucking Netflix thing that we're gonna have to get Netflix back to watch. Like, you bastards.
They're figuring out ways to get everybody to rejoin.
It's really annoying.
After raising
they
the
had
rates.
nothing for so long. Yeah. And then
Now they've got a couple things with Oscar Isaac, and they've got a couple this
all
and that.
these great movies coming out, all this shit.
Yeah.
I'm just like, you bastards.
Well, the trailers look good. I don't know if the movie's going to be good, but
Yeah,
we'll
that's
see.
true. I don't know. That By the Hand of Dante looks incredible until Gal Gadot shows up and just fucking fart faces all over it.
Enough
Fart
champagne
face.
to fill the Nile.
Ugh. Kal-El, no.
Max Lord, you're putting yourself and everyone else in grave danger. I need you to give me the stone. What happened to it?
Back to
Timothy
the question.
Oliphant. No, I don't think I don't think this movie would have been better with him in it. No.
All right. Well, second question.
Mm-hmm.
Who would you have had Timothy Oliphant play in Jackie Brown?
That's really tough. If I had to put him into this movie, which I think is the point.
Is the point of the question. Yes. This is only like the 100th time we've done this.
Fuck you. This is really hard.
That's what she said.
I hate you. I keep wanting to say Max Cherry. Like I like put a older, gruff, grizzled, Timothy Oliphant into that Max Cherry role. It would be great. I don't think it would necessarily be great in this particular setting.
I have
Right.
my answer.
Who would you pick?
Michael Bowen's character, the other
Fuck,
ATF
of course,
agent.
yes.
Because I want a
you're
scene
so
with Michael
right.
Keaton and Timothy
Timothy
Oliphant
Oliphant.
playing ATF agents.
Yes. No, you were absolutely.
Good cop, bad
I
cop.
forgot about him completely. I was like, there has to be another white man in this movie, and I forgot about all of the cops. You're right. No, yes, you are absolutely 1000%. He should have been the other guy there. Now, if they remade this story,
yes,
right? If they decided that they're not going to necessarily remake Jackie Brown, but they remake the Rum Punch story, right?
Okay, sure.
I think that a modern day Timothy Olyphant would kill it at the Max Cherry character. I think he'd be really, really good at that. The man knows how to hold a gun. He knows how to have a sort of police presence, right, to him.
Yeah.
There's a strength to him. There's a gentle, lovely tenderness to him, and I want to see him down bad. I can't help that. But, yeah, if they were to remake Rum Punch, not as a remake of Jackie Brown, but as Rum Punch, I would like to see Timothy in that role. And it'd be fun to see him play two Leonard characters. And that has been this week's episode of Movie Mingle on Jackie Brown, and we hope you enjoyed it as much as we enjoyed bringing it to you. This was a fun one, folks, and we really, really do hope you enjoyed it. Join us next week for a discussion and a discovery of the incredible 1960s film, The Apartment. So yeah, check that out next week. Otherwise, please leave whatever rating or review you feel that we deserve on your podcast platform of choice and tell people about us. Of course, you can find us on Instagram, Letterboxd, and Threads at movieminglepod. You can find us on YouTube at Movie Mingle Podcast. And you can write us any of your questions and comments and thoughts and theories at movieminglepod@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you. Take care of yourselves in this big wide world out there. Be safe, be happy, be kind to each other. And just remember, don't fuck with Sam Jackson. It's never going to end well for you. Unless you're a raptor. Now go mingle. Bye!
Boo-Yah! Are you an effective team?
We are an effective team.
Let them fight.
How did you just do that?
I'm a really good lawyer.
Here on Caladan, we've ruled by air power and sea power. On Arrakis, we need to cultivate desert power.
Welcome, Mr. Beach. What's that bun? I'm a little confused.
Well, we wouldn't want that, would we?
I don't want to brag, but I will. I was in the Avengers.
The Avengers?
Yeah.
That's great. Thank you. What is that?
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
Toga, 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 toga.